Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Titans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Tennessee Titans. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, Anderson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. They'll run now with Ware. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll leave this for Ware. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Edelman, the motion man right. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. C.J. Anderson. Touchdown, Titans. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, The other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Foreman, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down now following the run.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A carry for Foreman, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, here we go.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Now Foreman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain. But that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They run it here. Ware gets past one man. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Anderson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep, Dre Archer. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Foreman. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Foreman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Webb now from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Archer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 85 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one goes for 24 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Edelman comes in motion right. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run with Foreman. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. In motion left, Curse. Play action now, Prescott. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Off play action, it's Webb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Webb. He's got the completion to Strong. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a handoff looking right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Over.
To throw, Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now they try the right side here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Prescott now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got Moncrief. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. In motion left, Curse. They go play action here on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Edelman, the motion man right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. In motion left, Kearse. On third down, it's Prescott. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. In motion left, Kearse. Prescott yet again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They find some open field here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go now. Detroit! Here we go.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. This D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down following the run.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No. Check, Patriots! Hurry up, here we go!
From the gun, Webb. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. On second down, Webb. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Edelman comes in motion right. Again, Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They run. Anderson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. A road win in the National Football.